we have a couple of more people joining in, so we can just wait for another 1 minute, should we?
Yeah, I think we should. So meanwhile, Deepa, would you like to highlight something on this World Storytelling Day?
Let us ask the audience, what do they know about World Storytelling Day?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So what do you think about this World Storytelling Day? Why we are celebrating this day? So can you write down your opinion on the chat box?
I think if even elders want to talk about this, they are free to talk, because we have not kept any age barrier for today's session. So
yeah, today's session is for everyone. It's not only for the kids. So all are welcome to give you suggestions and opinions.
I think NEETA, if they want to say what exactly it is, they can just raise their hand so that we can unmute and let them speak.
Definitely. You can raise your hands, or then we... Anybody want to share that why we are celebrating World Storytelling Day? Any idea, any suggestions? You can write on the chat box too if you don't want to speak out.
Yeah.
So in another 1 or 2 minutes, we will start our stories. No idea. Nobody knows why we are celebrating World Storytelling Day.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah. Is it because story is the truth story? You can convey your messages and all the intellectual thing you can convey to the audiences, especially children's. Like take the example of our culture, society. Since 1,000 years, we are hearing stories about each and everything, and through that stories, we are acquiring morals, good things, some bad things, something like that. It's a wild guess. Google is not working. That's why. Thank you.
Yes, almost you have come to some of the conclusion. There is a cause for everything that we begin with. So there was a time when we heard a lot about fairy tales and other things. But now what we are doing is, we are not sticking on to the old, way of storytelling, either the fairy tales or whatever it is. We are just trying to connect it with the the events or happenings around us. So this is one way that it's about oral storytelling, and it's actually to enhance your communication skills or to stay connected with one another. We have lots to share. Life itself is story, so we have lots to share among all of us. So thank you, sir. Thank you so much for responding.
Anytime. Just call me Raj. That's enough.
Okay, Raj.
So I think, Neena, we can start with our stories.
Yeah, let others
Okay.
join. We'll begin.
So shall we start? Okay. So let's get started. So ये कहानी है उत्तर प्रदेश की. ये कहानी है उत्तर प्रदेश के एक शहर की. उसका नाम है अलीगढ़, जहां पर 2 चोर रहते थे. उनका नाम था चकलू और टिम्बा. तो इसमें जो चकलू था वो बड़ा ही डरपोक था. अगर वो कोई कॉकरोच भी देखता तो डर जाता. और जो टिम्बा था वो बड़ा ही बहादुर था. वो ऐसे पकड़ता था कॉकरोच और मसल देता था. और फिर वो चकलू से कहता, डरपोक हो तुम, पता नहीं मैंने तुम्हें क्यों अपना पार्टनर बना लिया, वो कहीं के. लेकिन वो दोनों पार्टनर थे और वो दोनों मिलकर हर जगह चोरी किया करते थे. हर समय साथ रहते थे और वो बहुत सारी चोरियां करते थे. लेकिन एक दिन चकलू और टिम्बा ने सोचा कि भाई, हम जो ये काम कर रहे हैं, हम ये जो चोरी का काम कर रहे हैं, ठीक नहीं है, वह गलत है. अब आप बताइए कि चोरी करना अच्छी बात है? नहीं ना. तो उनको भी ऐसा लगा कि भाई हम जो काम कर रहे हैं वो ठीक नहीं है, हमें चोरी करना छोड़ देना चाहिए और हमें अब अच्छा इंसान बन जाना चाहिए। तो उन्होंने सोचा कि भाई चलो ऐसा करते हैं, काशी में जो गंगा नदी है वहां जाकर एक बार डुबकी लगा लेते हैं, तो हो सकता है हमने जो पाप किए वो हमारे धुल जाएं और फिर हम एक नए सिरे से अपनी नई जिंदगी की शुरुआत करें। लेकिन मैं जो कहानी आज आपको ये सुना रही हूँ ये बहुत साल पुरानी है, ये बहुत साल पुरानी कहानी है। और उस समय में ना तो कोई एरोप्लेन होता था और ना ही कोई जहाज, ना ही कोई मोटर गाड़ी वगैरह थी। तो उन दोनों ने सोचा, ना ही उनके पास कोई घोड़ा गाड़ी भी थी। तो उन दोनों ने सोचा कि भाई हम पैदल पैदल ही अपनी यात्रा शुरू करते हैं। तो उन दोनों ने पैदल पैदल अपनी यात्रा शुरू करी। लेकिन काशी उनकी शहर से बड़ा दूर था। अब दोनों चलते चलते थक गए। भाई सोचा कि बड़ी बोरियत भी हो रही है तो थोड़ा सा गाना बजाना कर लिया जाए। तो उन दोनों ने गाने बजाते हुए अपनी आगे की यात्रा शुरू करी। तो उन्होंने क्या गाया? टिमलाक लक टिडिम टिडिम टिमलाक लक, अरे टिमलाक लक टिडिम टिडिम टिमलाक लक। और ये गाते गाते बजाते वह अपनी आगे की सफर के लिए निकल गए। सफर बहुत लंबा था और वह बुरी तरह थक गए थे। सुबह से दोपहर, दोपहर से शाम, और अब जल्द ही रात गिरने वाली थी। वो दोनों थक के बुरी तरह चूर हो गए थे और उन्हें बड़ी तेज भूख भी लग रही थी। और बताइए, भाग्य ने यानी लक ने उनका क्या साथ दिया, उन्हें थोड़ी दूर में एक गांव दिखाई दिया। और इस गांव में बड़ी सुंदर सुंदर छोटी छोटी सी झोपड़ियां थी। वह भाग के उस गांव के दरवाजे पे पहुंचे और वहां पर एक लड़की खड़ी थी। उस लड़की ने कहा, नमस्ते नमस्ते, क्या आप यात्री हैं? क्या आप थके हुए हैं? क्या आपको भूख लग रही है? दोनों ने एक साथ कहा, हाँ हाँ हाँ। तो आइए आइए, आपका हमारे गांव में स्वागत है। आप दोनों थक गए होंगे, आप दोनों हाथ मुंह धो लीजिए और मैं आपको गर्मा गर्म खाना परोसती हूँ। और दोनों इतनी तेज, दोनों को भूख लगी थी और दोनों इतने थके हुए थे, दोनों ने फटाफट हाथ धोया और जल्दी से बैठ गए। उस लड़की ने उन्हें गर्मा गर्म पूरी, सब्जी, हलवा, लड्डू और ना जाने क्या तरह तरह के व्यंजन परोसे। दोनों ने बड़े ही चटकारे लेते हुए खाना खाया, पानी पिया और एक जोर की बपली। भाई खाना खा के तो मजा ही आ गया। धन्यवाद मैडम, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, आपको आपने हमें इतना स्वादिष्ट भोजन खिलाया। लेकिन अब हम बहुत ज्यादा थक गए हैं, क्या आप प्लीज हमें एक एक थोड़ी सी जगह दे सकते हैं जहां हम थोड़ी देर के लिए आराम कर सके? उस लड़की ने कहा, हाँ हाँ जरूर जरूर, आप मेरे साथ में आइए और मैं आपको आराम करने के लिए जगह बताती हूँ। लड़की उन दोनों को एक झोपड़ी में ले गई जहां पर दो बिस्तर थे, एक चकलू के लिए और एक डिम्बा के लिए। और यह देखते ही दोनों खुशी से झूम उठे। अब दोनों कह, इससे अच्छा दिन हमारे लिए क्या हो सकता है चकलू? अब भाई बात भी सही है, अगर आप भूखे हो और आपको खाना मिल जाए और आप थके हुए हैं, आपको सोने के लिए जगह मिल जाए, इससे बढ़िया और क्या हो सकता है। दोनों बड़े ही खुश थे और फिर उन्होंने कहा, ठीक है मैडम, आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। तो उस लड़की ने कहा कि ठीक है, मैं जाती हूँ, गुड नाइट, लेकिन आप हमारे गांव का रूल मत भूलना। रूल? कौन सा रूल? क्या आप लोगों में से किसी को याद है कि उस लड़की ने कोई रूल बताया था? मुझे तो नहीं याद कि उस लड़की ने उन्हें कोई रूल बताया था। उस लड़की ने कहा कि भाई जब आप हमारे गांव में एंटर हो रहे थे मैंने आपको रूल बताया था। नहीं नहीं मैडम, आपने हमें कोई रूल नहीं बताया, प्लीज, लेकिन अब आप हमें बताइए कि वो क्या रूल है। हाँ, तो हमारे गांव का ये रूल है कि जब रात में आप सोए तो आप खर्राटे बिल्कुल भी नहीं लेंगे। क्या आप समझे? बिल्कुल भी खर्राटे नहीं लेने हैं आपको। ओके 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 ओके, हाँ 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 हाँ। चकलू, क्या तुम खर्राटे लेते हो? नहीं नहीं, मैं कोई खराटे वराटे नहीं लेता। टिम्बा, क्या तुम? नहीं 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 नहीं, मैं तो बिल्कुल भी खराटे नहीं लेता। मैडम मैडम आप जाइए, आप चिंता मत कीजिए, हम दोनों में से कोई भी खराटे नहीं लेता। तो वो लड़की उनको बाय बाय बोल के चली गई। फिर दोनों ने एक दूसरे को देखा और कहा, अरे मैडम, हाँ हाँ हाँ, क्या हुआ? मैडम, अगर हमने खराटे लिए तो क्या होगा? सजा। सजा? कैसी सजा? आप दोनों को हम अगली सुबह फांसी लगा देंगे, आप दोनों का सर धड़ से अलग कर देंगे। क्या? सिर्फ खराटे लेने की वजह से फांसी लगा देंगे? जी हाँ, हमारे गांव का यही रूल है। और वह लड़की ये बोलते हुए वहां से चली गई। अब जो चकलू और टिम्बा थे वह वह वो बुरी तरह डर गए। वह अब दोनों को बहुत तेज घबराहट होने लग गई और उन्हें अब सोने में भी डर लगने लगा। ओह चकलू, प्लीज तुम खराटे मत लेना। टिम्बा, प्लीज खराटे मत लेना। और वे दोनों डर के मारे बैठे रहे। लेकिन वे दोनों इतने थके हुए थे, इतने थके हुए थे कि बिस्तर में लेटते ही में उन्हें नींद आ गई। और उस गांव में एक चौकीदार था, एक रात का चौकीदार था, जो रात में पूरे गांव में घूमता था, यह पता लगाने के लिए कि कहीं कोई खर्राटे तो नहीं ले रहा। और रात के 10 बजे जब वह चौकीदार गांव में चक्कर लगाने के लिए गया और उसने अपनी हाथ में छड़ी ली और ठक ठक ठक, सोते रहो, खर्राटे मत लेना। और उस समय गांव के सभी लोग बड़े बेफिक्र होके सो रहे थे। कहीं कोई आवाज नहीं थी, चारों ओर सन्नाटा था। रात के 11 बजे फिर वो चौकीदार एक चक्कर लगाने के लिए लगा। ठक ठक ठक, सोते रहो, खर्राटे मत लेना। और चारों ओर सन्नाटा था और सभी लोग, गांव के सभी लोग सो रहे थे। लेकिन लेकिन रात के 12 बजे एक झोपड़ी से जिसमें दो अजनबी, दो स्ट्रेंजर्स सो रहे थे, कुछ आवाज आई। क्या आप सोच सकते हैं वह क्या आवाज थी? जी हाँ, सही, उस झोपड़ी से खर्राटे की आवाज आ रही थी। और वो खर्राटे कौन ले रहा था? वो खर्राटे ले रहा था टिम्बा। और खर्राटे की आवाज सुनकर चकलू की नींद टूटी। अरे टिम्बा, हमारे जो टिम्बा महाशय थे वो तो बड़ी बेफिक्र होके सो रहे थे और जोर जोर से खर्राटे ले रहे थे। और अब वो आवाज उस चौकीदार के कानों तक पहुंची और अब उसकी छड़ी हवा में रुक गई। क्या क्या मैं ये किसी झोपड़ी से खर्राटे की आवाज आ रही है? नहीं नहीं नहीं, मेरे रहते हुए इस गांव में खर्राटे कोई नहीं ले सकता। और फिर वह चौकीदार उस आवाज को फॉलो करने की कोशिश करने लगा। वह उस आवाज की तरफ जा रहा था, उस झोपड़ी की तरफ जा रहा था जहां से वे खर्राटे की आवाज आ रही थी। और जो बेचारा चकलू था वो पूरी तरह डरा हुआ था और वो टिम्बा को उठाने की कोशिश कर रहा था। लेकिन जो हमारे टिम्बा महाशय थे वो तो और जोर जोर से खराटे लिए जा रहे थे। अब वो चौकीदार पास आए जा रहा था और टिम्बा के खराटे चले जा रहे थे, चौकीदार और पास आए जा रहा था। अब चकलू चकलू पूरी तरह ठग गया था, पूरी तरह घबरा गया था। हे भगवान, मैं क्या करूं, मैं क्या करूं? अब तो कल सुबह हम दोनों को फांसी लगा दी जाएगी। हे भगवान, मैं क्या करूं? और तभी तभी उसे एक आइडिया आता है। और जैसे ही वह चौकीदार उस झोपड़ी के पास पहुंचता है और उसी समय चकलू गाना गाना शुरू कर देता है। रम पम पम रम पम पम रम पम पम रे, रम पम पम रम पम पम रम पम पम रे। वो जो चौकीदार उस झोपड़ी के पास आया था, उसे उस खर्राटे की जगह क्या सुनाई देता है? रमपम 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 रे। और वे चौकीदार ये सुन के रम पम पम, ये तो अच्छा है। और फिर वह चौकीदार भी गाना गाने के लिए लग जाता है। उस समय रात के उस पहर एक हस्बैंड वाइफ आपस में कुछ बातें कर रहे, तो उन्हें नींद नहीं आ रही थी, तो वह आपस में बातें करने लगे। और उन्होंने भी किसी गाने की आवाज सुनाई दी। पहले तो वे चौंके, फिर उन्हें खिड़की से नीचे झांक कर देखा कि अरे, कोई चौकीदार गाना गा रहा है। बड़े उत्सुकता पूर्वक वो भी नीचे फटाफट गए और उन्होंने भी उस चौकीदार को ज्वाइन किया और वह तीनों अब गाना गाने लगे। और उसके बाद उनके बच्चे जब उन्होंने देखा कि अरे, हमारी मम्मी पापा कहाँ गए, वह भी भागे भागे नीचे गए और अब वह सब मिलकर गाने लगे। रम पम पम रम पम पम रम पम पम रे, रम पम पम रम पम पम रम पम पम रे। और थोड़ी देर बाद बच्चों के दादा दादी, चाचा चाची, नाना नानी, अड़ोसी पड़ोसी और गांव के सभी लोग थोड़ी देर में वहां सब इकट्ठे हो गए और सभी लोग गा रहे थे, गुनगुना रहे थे, नाच रहे थे। और ये सारी आवाज अब उस गांव के मुखिया तक पहुंची। उस मुखिया के कानों तक शोर पहुंच रहा था और उसने गुस्से में कहा, क्या हो रहा है यहाँ? और फिर कुछ बच्चे उछलते कूदते हुए उस मुखिया के पास गए और उन्होंने कहा, हम नाच रहे हैं और गा रहे हैं ये सुंदर सा गाना गाना और नाचना। हाँ हाँ, हम गा रहे हैं सुंदर सा गाना, पम पम रम पम पम रे, पम पम रम पम पम रे। अरे हाँ, ये तो बड़ा अच्छा है। और फिर वह मुखिया जी भी उन गांव वालों के साथ में गाने लगे, गुनगुनाने लगे। और पूरी रात गांव के लोग गाते रहे, गुनगुनाते रहे, नाचते रहे। और फिर सुबह हो गई। सब लोग अब थक चुके थे, लेकिन उन्होंने पूरी रात सबके साथ, एक दूसरे के साथ बहुत ही अच्छा समय बिताया। और फिर गांव के मुखिया जी ने चकलू को बुलाया, नौजवान इधर आओ। जो चकलू था वह बेचारा पूरी तरह डरा हुआ था। उसे लगा कि जरूर मुखिया जी तक बात पहुंच गई है, जरूर सबको पता चल गया है कि कल रात को टिम्बा खर्राटे ले रहा था। तो पक्का हमें फांसी लगा दी जाएगी, अब तो पक्का हमें फांसी लगेगी। और वह बेचारा डरते डरते, घबराते घबराते मुखिया जी के पास पहुंचा। और मुखिया जी ने कहा, शाबाश नौजवान, तुमने बड़ा ही अच्छा काम किया। तुमने पूरे रात इस गांव का मनोरंजन किया और हमें बड़ा ही अच्छा गाना गा के सुनाया। धन्यवाद मुखिया जी, धन्यवाद। ये लो, इनाम स्वरूप मैं तुम्हें एक थैली भर के सोने के सिक्के देता हूं। सोने से भरे? और फिर वह चकलू उस थैले से भरे हुए, सोने से भरे हुए सिक्के को लेकर सीधा भागा अपनी झोपड़ी में, जहां उसका दोस्त टिम्बा अभी तक खर्राटे ले रहा था। और उसने जाके उसे उठाया, अरे टिम्बा, सिक्के। हाँ, क्या क्या कह रहे हो? अरे उठो, देखो मुझे सोने के सिक्के हैं। क्या कह रहे हो? लेकिन फिर जब चकलू ने टिम्बा को पिछले रात की सारी घटना सुनाई कि कल रात को जब तुम खर्राटे ले रहे थे तो क्या क्या हुआ, और सारी कहानी सुनने के बाद में टिम्बा भी बहुत जोर जोर से हंसने लगा। और उस दिन से चकलू और टिम्बा ने दोनों ने ये तय किया, दोनों ने डिसाइड किया कि आज से हम चोरी करना छोड़ देंगे और आज से हम गाएंगे, गुनगुनाएंगे और लोगों का मनोरंजन करेंगे। और हम क्या गाएंगे? पम पम टिडिम टिडिम रम पम पम टिडिम टिडिम रम पम पम। तो ये थी एक लोक कथा उत्तर प्रदेश की। आई होप आप सब लोगों को जरूर पसंद आई होगी। तो अब इसी के साथ एक छोटा सा गेम खेलते हैं। अब जो दोनों चोर थे उनका नाम था चकलू और टिम्बा। तो आप लोग चकलू और टिम्बा से कुछ राइमिंग वर्ड्स बना के ये तो हमें आप चैट बॉक्स में दे सकते हैं, ये फिर एक पेन पेपर में आप लिख के हमें दिखा भी सकते हैं। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट। So now I welcome Neena. So over to you, Neena.
Thank you. Thank you, Neeta. And audience, we are doing the storytelling session both in English and Hindi. So if you have any doubts when it is in Hindi, please feel free to write it down in the chat box. So I begin my story. The title is The Enormous Turnip. And obviously, it is not the enormous turnip that you might have read or heard about. A bit of change in what I'm going to say. So before I start my story, I request all of you to note down, kids, if you have your writing pad or paper with you, while listening to my story, try to note down the new words that you come across. I may stress the word. You can note down the word. And also there'll be one more word that I'll be asking you towards the end. Okay? So,
Neena, sorry to interrupt. So we have got Ikra Shanum, who has written the rhyming for Chaklu, I think. It's Patlu. And we have Galaxy J8. So they have written W and Jimba. Yes, your answers are correct. Any more rhyming words? Anyone would like
you
to
may
say?
you may type the rhyming words Chaklu and
Timba.
Timba. So you can write. There is Patlu and Simba. Good.
Yes.
Patlu, Simba. Very good. W and Jimba.
Be more creative. Whatever comes to your mind, just write it down.
If
Just
you want, you can note down in the notepads so that towards the end of the session,
Yes.
we will have a, we'll take pics where you will show the things that you have written or done in your notepad. So, Lambu, okay. Lambu is actually the opposite of Patlu. So, no, short, height. Patlu. Lambu, fine. Lambu, Jumbo, whatever it is. Good. Come on, come on, come on.
Simba, right? Simba.
Lumbu, Shambu, very good. Cool. Lumbu. Good. Great, good.
So, okay, keep pouring your words. I think meanwhile we can start with another story, Neena. So
Yeah.
at the end of the session, you can just write it on the paper also, and at the end you can all show us.
Writing in the sense you can do it in a creative way that can be shown when you're towards the end, right? So, yeah. Now coming on to the enormous turnip. I'm stressing, I'm repeating what I said. Please try to note down the new words and the words that I stress on. The enormous turnip. Okay. An old man who was very passionate about gardening, especially vegetables. You know how costly the vegetables are. So preferably those who have land, they will try to cultivate vegetables at least for their day-to-day use. So this man was crazy about vegetables, and every time he goes to buy seeds, he checks for new things. You know, there was a time when we followed the traditional farming, okay? And the seeds, people knew, the farmers, they knew what kind of seed to be used and when to sow a seed, what was the right time, what amount of water should be given, etc., etc. Now, our old man was a bit modern. He loved the traditional way, but he wanted to follow the hybrid culture. Did I say hybrid? Think what hybrid is actually. Okay. So now the man went to the market and he was checking for some seeds. And like every seed was taking, he's inquiring, what is it about? What kind of, is there any chemical or something like that? And goes on his queries. And finally, someone from behind, hey man. And he's like, what? Who is it? Hey, listen, I have something special for you. And this old man is like, what special? What kind of special? That man says, listen, I have a seed for you that's very special. And you know, it will create magic. And let me tell you one thing. Our old man was a man who was a bit selfish. Okay. A man who always, you know, loved to be with people, but was more concerned about him and his things, right? So he was thinking in his mind, special, magical, this has to be tried. Let me check. But I will not show to this man that I'm interested in that. So he was like, what special? I'm here in the market to buy seed and you're telling me this is special. Now, come on. The man says, see, you just take it, and then he pays for it, and then he takes it. And throughout the way, he was thinking, he said the seed is special. I don't know what special it is. Anyway, let me go home. Now he goes back home and tells his wife, see, I've kept this seed. Tomorrow I'll be sowing it. But remember, this is very special. Don't misplace it. Now the wife, who knew her husband very well, was like, yeah, you keep it. I'm not going to touch it. Please do whatever you want. And then next day, he starts looking for a place where he can sow the special seed. So what he does? He goes right near the window where he digs up the ground and then sows the seed. And after sowing the seed, what do you do normally when you have a project or something at school where your teacher tells you to sow the seed and bring the cup to your class? You're very eager to know what is happening. Daily you go and check, right? Now this person was not less than a kid. He started going, checking, and like one fine morning, what is it? Oh, the sapling has come out. I'm so glad that I thought that man must be fooling me. And now he took the utmost care of the sapling. He made sure that not a single insect was nearby, nor there was too much of sunlight. You know what happens when sunlight is too much? It can damage. And the same way, while watering also, he made sure that he did it properly. It was not neither excess nor less. So this went on. He started pouring water, and day by day, the plants started growing. There was no stop. It was growing. And the man was like, oh my dear, what is this? What's happening? The plant is just growing. And the man said it's special. I didn't think that it's this special. Now, I did tell you about hybrid. What hybrid exactly is? Check for the meaning. So it's a way of artificially developing a seed, right? But normally we develop the seeds or the plants are done through another process, which you all might have learned. I'll be asking you at the end. Now the man was like, what to do? Should I water it? What I'm supposed to do? This plant is growing. And then one day, finally, he saw that there was a turnip. When the plant started growing up, you know, the turnips, potatoes are the fruits that are vegetables that grow underneath the earth, right? Now this turnip also started coming up along with the plant. And the man was like, I have always seen turnip inside. Now it's coming out. And look, the size of the turnip so huge. And he was like, oh my God. He shouts, hey dear, come fast. Look what's happening here. I can't believe my eyes. And his wife is like, oh my God, this man, he will never let me do my work. Now what's it? And the lady, when she comes out, she's, oh, what is this? What did you bring home? Such a huge turnip. The man said, see, I told you, it's something special. And look at this turnip. Now the lady was like, look, dear, I don't think you will be able to pull it out. It's too huge. You will have to call your friends and neighbors. They'll have to help. And the man, as I told you before, was a selfish person. He did have friends. He liked to help others. But when it came, about sharing something, he was a bit selfish. And the man, and particularly, do you think he'll share this turnip, enormous turnip? And he told his wife, frowning, what? No way, no way. I will not call anyone. I'll try my best to pull this up. Now he took up the spade, whatever was there, he took up and he started all throughout. Nothing is happening. The turnip wasn't moving, and he was full of his force. No way. I'm just done. Now what to do? Now his wife tells, listen, dear, listen to me. Let the neighbors and friends come and help. You cannot do anything alone. You need help. Understand that. Finally, he says, okay, fine, call them. But let me tell you, I will not share anything with anyone. Let me be very clear. Wife says, yeah, they all know you. They all know you very well. They will not even ask for a bite from that. So please. Now she goes, calls her neighbors. There comes the potter, the friend, even the animals start coming. And all together, they start trying to pull out they hold the plant and they try to pull out. Already the man has done his best by digging up. Now they try together. You all enjoy playing the rope, pulling the rope together in a team where you try to go this way, that way. You enjoy, you laugh. Now this is what the tug of, okay. And this was happening. And finally, bus, there comes the turnip out. And the man is like, he's not bothered to say even thank you to all. He's just running and holding his turn. Oh my, hybrid, special turnip. I'm so happy. Finally, it's out. Then suddenly his wife, hello, say thank you to your friends and family who helped you to bring it, because it was not possible for you to do it alone. It all happened because all of them were there with you. See, together we can. Now he says, yeah, I got it. Thank you, friends. And he was holding the turnip so tight as much as he could. And the friends went laughing. Oh, it's okay. Okay. We just help you because we felt that we have to do things together. And we know we will not come and, ask for our share. Now the man was feeling a little bit awkward because somewhere he felt that he was wrong. It's all because of them that he could do it. So then he said, okay, no worries. Come on, let's enjoy the party. And the old lady and all together, they made different dishes, halwas, khichdi, but all sort of dishes were ready there. And they enjoyed with too much of what you call dil khush ho gaya unka, and they were so happy. They enjoyed each bit of the turnip. Yummy. And what did they sing together? यूं ही कट जाएगा सफर साथ चलने से कि मंजिल आएगी नजर साथ चलने से. So be together, stay together, because alone you cannot do anything. You have to be together in all times, whether it is happy moment or sad moments. So stay together, and thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. So I hope you have noted down the new words, right? Now, I did talk about hybrid, right? I did talk about hybrid, sankaran, जिसे कहते हैं हिंदी में, where you are artificially creating. Now, this is regarding the seeds, okay? Plants and other things. But the natural way of transformation or the plants that come up is something else. Can anyone tell me the term that is used for that process, where nature is being part of it? You can contribute if you want. You can raise your hand. We'll unmute and you can tell us the answers. Thank you, Raj. Can you tell the term that is used for the normal way of you might have learned in your science, the term starts with, okay, I'll give a hint. P. The word starts with P. Organic is something, okay, fine. Organic are the things which is natural, where we don't use chemicals. I want the term used to where, artificially things are not created. The natural process. Okay, I give you time to think up. In the meantime,
Photosynthesis.
yes, somebody said. Ananya,
Photosynthesis.
pollen,
Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis.
photosynthesis. That's about the leaves, the plant, the green color. This is about plants growing up. Where I'll give you a clue. Honeybee and butterflies and other things help. Even birds help in that process.
Pruning.
They contribute.
Pruning.
P-O.
Pollination.
Yes, pollination. Correct. Thank you so much. Now I'll welcome DEEPA. Yes, pollination. DEEPA, our third storyteller, to begin with her story. Thank you.
Thank you,
Deepa?
Neena. Thank you so much. Just give me a few seconds. I'll change some settings so that I'll make you the host, and people are still joining in between. So just a second.
I hope you all are enjoying the session, loving the stories.
Yeah. So
Have you all came across some new words from Chakru and Timba? At the end of the session, I will be eager to know those words.
Thank
Okay,
you.
over to you, Deepa.
Deepa. And
yes.
please stay till the end because we have some surprise for you.
Yes, yes.
So thank you so much, all of you, for giving me this opportunity, giving us the opportunity, in fact. And just a second. Am I visible? Yeah. So let's begin. And today's story is very different from all that we have heard. Some nice, interesting stories with a lot of fun and magic. So, yeah. So all it takes is one idea, one person, one meeting, isn't it? And the whole energy, or the universe, as we may call it, just comes together to make that one idea work, which might change our own perspective towards the life. Hello, I am Deepa. I am a teacher by profession, but now turned to a storyteller and a podcaster. And today I am going to narrate a story that I have not written, but I read it somewhere and it changed my perspective towards life. And I'm going to narrate this story in first person. So should we begin? Please show a thumbs up. Thank you. So you can, if you all can see, some emojis are also there in the bottom of your screen. You can see the reactions. So you can use those reactions also. Yes, thank you, Ikra. So let me start the story. Thank you all. Okay. So before I start the story, I would like all of you to do a small exercise with me. Are you all ready? Thank you. So just relax, sit back, and relax in a comfortable position. I want you all to close your eyes. Neena and Neeta, this can be for you also. It's going to be fun. So all of you, please close your eyes, take a comfortable position, and maybe I'll stop my video so that you can concentrate only on my voice and not get distracted. Now, once you have closed your eyes, you are in a relaxing position. There are so many things that are going around you. Someone is walking, someone is doing something else. There may be many sounds around you. But let those sounds be there. Let the other people do their work, whatever they are doing. Try to concentrate, bring all your attention to your breathing. Just feel your breaths. You are breathing in, breathing out. You are breathing in cool, fresh air. Breathing out the warm, impure air. When you breathe in, feel the air going through nostrils to your windpipe to the lungs. And when you are breathing out, feel the warm, impure air coming from the lungs, going through the windpipe and out through your nostrils. Breathe in, breathe out. As you have started concentrating on your breath, I would like you to recall a good memory. Just think of a time when someone did something good for you. A kind gesture or something that made your day, made you feel happy. Just remember that incident, that person. I'm sure you feel good about it. Now, bring your attention to an act of kindness or good that you did for someone else. Just recall that small act that you think you did good for someone else. Try to remember the reaction the other person had, the smile the other person had. So you are remembering, recalling all the good things that you did for someone else and something that someone else did for you.
आणि फोटो बनती आवाज आया आवाज आया तो फोटो बनती वो उनके स्टार्ट करो ना क्या
Once you are remembering, you can slowly open your eyes. What do you feel? Do you feel good? You can show your reaction through the emoji or I'm sure it brought a smile on your face. Yes. Can you please all switch on your cameras so that we can just see all the smiling pictures? That's so good to see all of you smiling. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I hope you will be able to connect with the story that I'm just about to narrate. Oh, thank you so much. You are showing your picture. That's really cool. Thank you.
नहीं चालू है
Just a second.
वही फोटो बनती हो नेट में ही कुछ गड़बड़ होगी
I think someone was unmuted, so we just
I'm
muted.
muted. Deepa, I'm muted. You can
Yeah,
speak.
thank you. So now, shall we begin with the story? We all want to be healthy, yes? But do we sincerely make efforts every day? How many of us make this efforts every day? Make it a habit. Oh, that's cool. Only 2 people or 3. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, thank you so much for making that effort, and I should be learning from you. Oh, cool, Chinmay. Yeah. So I'm the kind of a person who is a bit lazy, you know. I'm the kind of a person who will start the fitness journey with a good note, but then I will forget that I have to exercise daily. But this time, actually, now I have decided that I am going to make it a routine to exercise daily or jog daily. And trust me, it has been very difficult, but then I'm trying to manage it somehow. So what I have done is I have started jogging in a nearby park. And what is jogging for me looks like walking to someone else. But anyways, let people think what they want to think. So when I'm jogging in a nearby park, the park is huge. It's so beautiful. It has got at least 5 entrances and exits. And what happens is, whenever I enter the park through a different entrance every day, the view of the park is totally different. So I get to see a new side of the park every time I enter through a different gate. And that is something that I do on purpose, so that I don't feel bored, right? Every day seeing a new tree, a new view, it makes me feel good. And on Sundays, I prefer to walk. No. People can say it walk, but I jog, right? So on Sundays, I prefer to jog near the lake, which is situated in one of the corners of the park. Now, about the lake, it's so beautiful. The view is so beautiful. I just love all the birds perched on the trees nearby the lake. And I can see many migratory birds also. Every time I go, every Sunday I go to the park, I see different birds, right? And these birds make me feel really good. I sit on the soft grass, the green grass, and the smell of the grass and the occasional leap of the trouts from the lake to catch the flies always makes my day. But there has been one thing which has been capturing my attention, taking my attention every Sunday. There is an elderly lady who sits on a bench near the lake. Now, what is special about this elderly lady? I see that elderly lady doing something, and I can see a small cage kind of a thing, metal cage kind of a thing kept near her bench. So last Sunday, it so happened that my curiosity got the best of me, and I walked up to that lady. Instead of sitting on the grass on my usual spot, I decided to walk up to that lady and ask her, what is she doing? As I walked closer to her, I noticed that what seemed to be a metal cage for me was not a metal cage. It was a trap, a big trap. I was thinking, what is the use of carrying a trap to the park? And that too near the lake. Would anyone like to think what would that lady do with the trap? What was the trap doing every Sunday with that lady? Just type your messages in the chat box, or if you raise your hand, we can unmute you. Yes, Smita. I think Smita's iPhone, they want to say something.
Unmute, beta. I've given you permission to unmute.
I think the trap is used to capture the fish from the lake.
Okay. Anyone else would like to say something? One option is fish. Okay.
Birds, to catch birds in the chat box by Ishika and Nupur.
Okay. But let me tell you, it was not to capture anyone. The trap was kept beside that lady. And when I reached near that lady, near that trap, it had 3 turtles, 3 tortoises walking slowly. They were unharmed. They walked slowly towards the base of the trap. And that lady had the 4th tortoise in her hand. And she was scrubbing it off with a spongy brush. And I was curious to know what this lady was doing with that tortoise. I went near her and said, "Hello, ma'am." And she looked at me and smiled. I continued. I said, "Ma'am, if you don't mind my nosiness, can I ask you something?" She looked at me and said, she nodded. I asked her, "Ma'am, what exactly are you doing with these tortoises?" And she looked at me and smiled. "Of course, I'm cleaning their shells. You know, I'm cleaning the shells of these turtles of the algae and the scum. You know, this algae and the scum deteriorates the quality of the shell. It slows down its speed to swim in water. It also reduces its capability and ability to absorb heat." And I was like, again, still looking at her. But I asked her, "Ma'am, but these tortoises, don't you think they live on the land for the whole time? So what's the need?" And this lady smiled at my ignorance. And I was still confused. And she asked me to sit beside her. As I sat, she looked at me and smiled. You know, I'm talking about turtles. These are turtles. These fellas are the turtles. I was looking at her. She said, "These are turtles." And I was again thinking, are the tortoises different from turtles? How many of you think the tortoises and the turtles are the same? Please raise your hands. How many of you know or think that tortoises and turtles are different? Please raise your hands. Are tortoises and turtles same? If you say, give a thumbs up, then I will understand you are saying, "Oh, cool. That's good, Chinmay, that you knew." And what about you, Ishika? You think tortoises and turtles are same? Oh, that means all of you knew that tortoises and turtles are different. But then I never knew. I came to know from that lady only. And then when she knew that I am ignorant about the fact, she started telling me, she started educating me. Tortoises live most of their lives on the land, but turtles live most of their lives in the water, and they just come out on the land to lay their eggs. And I was very happy to know this information. I was like, "Wow, thank you so much, ma'am. It's really kind of you to say, do all these things." Then now when she said she understood that I have understood that tortoises and turtles are different, she had a nice smile on her face. The one that usually your teacher might be having. once she knows that you have understood the concept? Does your teacher have that smile on your face? I thought that lady had the smile on her face that I have understood. I have been a good student and she has been a good teacher and she has taught me the concept. But I was very curious. I asked her, but ma'am, don't you think you are wasting your time? And I said, no, I don't want to upset you. The only thing is, I think most of the time the turtles who are living in the water, as you say, they must be having scum on their back and the algae also. So the algae and scum must be hanging from their backs, isn't it? She said, yes. Sadly, that's a fact. I again was a bit more curious to know. I told her, ma'am, then don't you think your time is wasted? All your efforts are good and all. I don't want to upset you. Please don't think me wrong. Don't take me wrong. But don't you think there are so many of turtles? There are so many turtles, thousands of turtles living all around the world in the freshwater lakes. And 99% of them have that scum and algae hanging from their backs. And 99% of them don't have someone to help them out, to clean them out, their shells. So can you please explain to me, how exactly are the localized efforts here are making a difference? And this lady, do you know what she said? She said, let me explain you, dear. I come here every Sunday to relax. I take out time to take these turtles one by one, clean their shells, scrub off the algae and scum. That is my strange way of making a difference. And if you don't understand how am I making a difference, now I told you, she was cleaning, scrubbing a turtle in her hand. She just scrubbed off the last piece of algae from its shell and she said, looking at the turtle happily, and she addressed me, sweetie, had this little guy known that he could talk, he would have told you that I just made the whole difference to his world. And she put down the turtle and allowed it to move to the lake. While she was talking about being together with nature, helping others, talking about so many good things, in my mind, I was again confused because I did not know the difference between a turtle and a tortoise. Again, I was confused. Are the turtles also he and she? What do you think? Do turtles have genders? I'm waiting. Yes, Ikra. Yes. But then we might Google it later. Thank you. How did you like the story? Thank you. Yes. Over to you, NEENA and NEETA.
Beautiful
Thank
stories,
you.
isn't it?
Did you all like it? Yeah, I think we will have to give them permission to talk. Just a minute. I'll unmute. So thank you, Deepa, for the lovely story. And all the three stories was connecting with the theme for World Storytelling, Together We Can. So before we conclude, we would first of all thank all of you to being such a lovely audience. And also we are coming up with if you want to be part of the World Storytelling Day, we are giving you a chance. And how? It's like this. You can just use your phone recorder, send your So what you have to do is, we are giving you a chance to be part of the World Storytelling Day. All you need to do is record your stories. You can use your phone recorder, right? So remember, you're doing an audio recording. So your voice is what is being heard by others. So don't forget to use your voice modulation, your expressions, okay? Because nobody's watching you. They're only listening to you. So you can record a story that is connecting with the theme. Together we can, right? And send it to us. The email ID and everything will be shared in the group. Before you leave the group, please check that. And do send in, and we'll be selecting the best 5 or even more. It depends upon the stories that we get. Will be uploaded and promoted through our podcast, Little Storytellers and Bachpan Ke Pitare Se. Thank you once again, and I request Deepa and NEETA to carry forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. And now keep surprising us with your stories. We are looking forward to listen your stories. So yeah, over to you, Deepa. Thank you everyone for joining.
Yeah, thank you so much, Neeta and NEENA. And thank you, the lovely audience. I hope you enjoyed. Yes?
And Deepa, we have one more storyteller with us, Shilpa. Shilpa,
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us. And also the students who took so much of effort to be part of our storytelling. And let me tell you, we are virtual because we 3 of them are 3 storytellers from different parts of India. NEETA is from Delhi, Deepa is from Bangalore, and I'm currently here in Trivandrum, Kerala. So it was our first effort to be together with this beautiful theme on this special day, World Storytelling Day. Thank you once again to all of you. And
thank you, fellow storytellers also.
Yeah, thank you, fellow storytellers, friends and colleagues who have joined us. Thank you so much. And you can come up. I'll just give a chance to unmute all of you. You can give your inputs. You can unmute one by one. You can just raise your hand. Yeah.
Shilpa ma'am has to say something. You have muted everyone.
Oh. Now, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So thank you so much for this wonderful session. I enjoyed listening to all the 3 stories. Beautifully told. Together, you have done a great job.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, and looking forward to you being part of us in coming,
Definitely.
celebrations.
Yeah,
you
and
so
I'm
much.
going to send you my audio story in a day or 2.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Rilim, Mahi. Rilim, what's your name, beta? You have come through your phone. What's your name? Rilim, I think you can unmute. It's a phone. Realme. Yeah, Realme. Mahi. You can come up with suggestions also so that we'll take up all the suggestions. Yes, Mita, you can show your drawing, please. Beta, you can show your drawing.
I think all of them can show their drawing, whatever they have
If you've
drawn
done something on the book or notepad, you can show us.
Show your
Ma'am, it's
reaction. You can
Ma'am,
just
One
Snake
second.
and
One
smiley.
second. I'll see you. Wait. Yes. Now hold on. Hold on your. Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, it's technically a BMW 5 Series.
Very good. So together we can have this. Good. Good.
Very nice. Very
Very
nice.
nice. Good, Beta.
Thank you, ma'am.
Well,
And one more announcement I think I will make. So all of you, we are going to conduct a storytelling workshop soon for kids and adults in separate batches in May. And we would like to start with the kids batch first. Children between the age group of 8 to 14 can join the 7-day workshop. And the students will learn to perform 5 stories, 2 Hindi and 3 in English, with the following core skills that will enhance their personality and public speaking skills. So reading aloud, reading with proper intonation and punctuations, voice modulation, using props to enhance their story performance, and so much more. You can email us for further queries or WhatsApp us on the same numbers to know the other details. So stay tuned with us for more upcoming events, and you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook handles that we have shared and mentioned in the group, and stay connected. And Neena, I think we can type the email ID in the chat box as well, where they can send the audio and ask their queries about the upcoming workshop.
Yeah.
So all of you take care until we meet, and it would be great if you could make a smiley gesture, any emoji, not a smiley, any emoji to show how you felt about this session. Just draw any emoji on the paper and just hold it. And we can have a picture.
And once, can you all please switch on your camera for once so that I can take a nice pic of all of us? Just once, if everybody can.
Ikra and Galaxy J8, please come on.
Risha, Jyoti Singh, can you please
Real-
also switch on
Realme.
your... Thank you, Shilpa
Thank
ji.
you, Ikra, for joining. Realme, Galaxy, I think it's Mahi and Sri Khushi. If you could come onto the cam. Jyoti, Amita auntie.
So Neena, are we in the gallery mode?
Yeah.
Okay, no issues. If you can't, it's okay. Your name is there, that's enough. Yes, Neeta. Beta, can you show your face more? You keep your camera. Yes, that's it.
Mahi, I think, is putting her head down. Yeah.
Mahi, can you look straight? Thank you. स्मिता, बेटा थोड़ा और नीचे करो अपना कैमरा, आपका चेहरा दब रहा है. हाँ, yes. Thank you. So thank you and see you soon. Thank you all.
And
Bye-bye.
where are the emojis
Bye-bye.
that they have drawn? Where are the emojis that they have drawn?
Emojis are not there.
We'll wait for your emojis and then we can close the meeting.
Maybe they were just busy listening. So
Yes.
okay, anyway, thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
a wonderful audience. Thank you all. Oh, good. Chinmayi, thank you so much, beta. Thank
Hello,
you.
it was a nice listening you all. Very good stories.
Thank you, Bua.
Jan.
That's my aunt.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice listening you all. Very
Thank-
nice stories. है ना?
Thank you so much for being part of this and encouraging us.
Okay, okay. Thank you all for coming together.
Yes. So all are ready with the emojis? We can take.
Yeah, Chinmay has shown her emoji. Mahi, ready? Yes.
So you can put, both of you can put the emojis together so that we can just.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, great.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Now you can leave the group and stay connected to know the updates and all for all of us.